That's what's called wealth.
I get no. That's a different level.
It's generational wealth.
That's a different level of generational wealth.
I'm saying that's Rockefeller. That's your Standard Oil.
Right.
Like that's the companies that have been around for 100 years or more, and these people have never had to necessarily make it better. Now Walmart's the last 50 years.
What?
They're the last 50 years.
You said they will only last like 50 years.
No, they've come into fruition the last 50 years.
Okay.
So like that wasn't generational wealth at the time.
Okay.
Like dude had stores, but it wasn't like popping.
Right. He didn't become a monopoly. He wasn't a monopoly.
He wasn't Nike.
Right.
You know, now he done blew all them doors off.
Yeah. But he's number 2 now.
Oh.
Walmart number 2 to is it Amazon or Google second, the world's biggest employer.
Biggest employer? I was just thinking of money was Amazon, I thought.
No. So like Walmart was the world's biggest employer. I think it's Google. I want to say Google. Maybe I think it's Amazon, the world's biggest employer now. But yeah,
Walmart's number 1. Number 2 is China National Petroleum.
Ew.
World employees.
So yeah, Walmart would never be. The Waldens would never be broke
Ever.
But it goes back to where does this money come from? Where did it start at?
Reparations. That's where it started.
Thank you. So when you look around and people say, "Oh well, I don't see how people say they see the effects of slavery and all these things," think about generational wealth, right? Look around. Where did it come from? We've never had that opportunity. I guess we're going to now. We're going to see that. Like you have, and I'm just going to entertainment, and that's all I can think of. Really, you have Diddy. You have the James,
the Carters.
You have LeBron. You got the Jordans. Things that. So now we're gonna sort of seeing that generational wealth. You have the lady that did the Matrix movies.
You got Rihanna.
You have Rihanna. You have Mr. Cosby was one, but he's tarnished. But hey, he still was worth a little over a quarter of a billion.
You got the dude that just bought the Weather Channel.
God damn! How do you buy a whole damn Weather Channel?
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He used to be a comedian, and then he started a hedge fund, I believe.
Well, you have Bob Johnson also. He was the creator of BET.
Byron Allen.
Okay. So Bob Johnson, he was creator of BET, right? Which, for you guys that don't know, he used to own BET outright. It was his baby. He created that, right? So he was about to become the United States' first black billionaire, right? And he became the first black billionaire by selling BET to Viacom. And then guess what? They wouldn't let him have that long, because after that, mysteriously, certain things came to his wife, like pictures and things of this nature about affair. His wife filed for divorce, and she took her for several $100 million, and that dropped him from a B back to hundreds of millions.
Yeah, but Amazon dude gonna lose about $50 billion,
and he still be worth hundreds of billions.
He still be worth $100 billion,
bruh. That's stupid.
Byron Allen. Shout out to Byron Allen, because people just call him the comedian. But hey, if you the sole owner of the Weather Channel, I'm gonna give you all the respect you do.
You talking about the Weather Channel? Like you turn to that station on television.
The Weather Channel, 8 cable channels, yes,
and the app,
and a website, and motherfucker, the Weather Channel.
Shout out to Byron, the Weather. What's his name? Jones?
Allen.
Shout out to Byron, the Weather Allen. We announcing you like you're a fucking prize fighter.
The Weather.
The Weather.
Like Martin Luther the King.
Big facts. That's big business there.
Well, if we want everybody to enjoy their Martin Luther the King holiday, let's face it, the man was a pimp in his former life or something. That's how he ended up being one of the greatest oratory speakers of our world, of our history, and it took somebody to go through some struggle to get that message out.
Right. Oh, do you know what's crazy about something like a lot of people might not know about his speeches? He never wrote them down. He'll write them and memorize them, and he'd just go up and just go off the top. He'll freestyle his speeches.
Really?
Yes.
For him to do that, that's some ballsy shit.
I Have a Dream, all that speech, he
wrote it after it.
He memorized it and just went and said it. Bruh, you got to think about it. That speech really is like how many pages? Like 9. I want to say it's like 9. Shout out to Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. On Martin Luther King Day, they played a speech through the PA system all day.
Really? 3 pages.
Okay, 3 pages.
860 words. No. 7 pages. Depends on where you look at.
Closer to 9.
7 pages, 1,587 words.
That's fucking crazy. And I Have a Dream is just a small portion of the speech, by the way.
Right.
It's like...
I did know that.
Right. It's like a snippet. Snippet.
You and these goddamn snippets.
What is it?
Snippet.
Snippet. Hey, I'm from... You know where I'm from.
He from motherfucking Natchez North. My people from Mendenhall.
Minden fucking Hall by Prentice.
By Prentice. They from Prentice. But if you look up Weathersby, Mississippi, shout out to the Weathersbys in the world. Martin Luther King. Long live the King.